Oh no, I can't see anything. You know why? Because it's dark in here. Oh yeah, Detective Etho cracks the case, guys. My observation skills are top notch as always. Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. How you doing today? Seriously though, the reason we are in a dark room here is because I had a little idea I wanted to try out. Might be cool, might be kind of stupid. We'll find out once we see it here. But basically, I want to try make some fade lighting in Minecraft. So in this game, there's basically two states of lighting. You have on and you have off. And even if you use like a comparator or something, it doesn't fade. Like the lighting doesn't get weaker the farther away the power signal is. It just, again, on and off, right? Boop, 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 boop. On, off. So what we want to try to do is make lighting that can fade in and out, or pulse, or something of that nature. And if it's cool, we might actually use it in a build. But I expect it's going to cause a lot of lag, might take up a lot of space, and might not even look cool. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So I guess I have a rough idea of what I want to do with this. I guess maybe we'll try put a light here and just see if we can do that. So the way we're going to create the fade effect is by having a whole row of lamps. So if we have a lamp here, at the lamp it's going to be light level 15, and then 14 here, 13. It's actually not going to light up very much, is it? Because it's going to be light level 12 or so by the time it finally gets out of the hole here. But I think this is the closest we can actually get it. So we'll try this out first. So I'm going to have a big row of lights in the underground here, and then we'll run a comparator signal to this and try to control that and see what happens. So I thought about it a little bit more here, and it's actually probably a lot easier than I expected. All you got to do, set up some lamps. I have 13 of them here. Run some redstone over top. We'll go up to here. Then the comparator into a hopper, kind of like a hopper clock thing where you have two hoppers facing each other. And then depending on which one of these is powered, it'll control whether the ender pearls we have here are going to flow into this hopper or this one. So we'll put in quite a few ender pearls here. Right now they're just bouncing back and forth, right? So what we want to do is probably set up like a sticky piston with a redstone block, and like if it's here, this hopper's locked, so they all go into here. If we extend it, then they flow into this one and the light recedes. How quickly is that going to happen here? It's pretty slow. Okay, so that might be one of the challenges, is how do we speed that up? Okay, so I thought we would just check it out here before we do anything. So at max brightness, this is what the floor lighting looks like. And then we have the switch over here. Flip that and it'll start fading out. Start fading out. Yeah, there we go. So I think that actually looks kind of cool. I do like it, but it's way too slow, right? We want a faster fade effect for it to look cool. But I think that's neat. You can switch it at any time. It'll fade in or out. Also, I just wanted to try putting tools in the hoppers instead of ender pearls. So they have the advantage of stacking one per stack instead of 16 per stack like ender pearls, which means this will be 16 times faster. But it's too quick. It's skipping every 3 lights, so it's a very chunky fade in and out. Ideally, we would want something that stacks to 3, which doesn't exist. So we might need to do something fancy with redstone to make that happen. Gotcha. All right, very cool, guys. So I tried a few different designs out here, and I think we came across the winner. So check this one out. So I have it hooked up to this pressure plate right now. Let's get rid of this torch. So if we step on it, ooh, and if we hop off, ooh, pretty good, right? Like that is the speed I was hoping for on this, and it's a smooth transition. I think that's really good. And Like, another thing about this, we're in a very clean, sterile room right now. Like, it's totally flat floor, very plain texture. I think if we were to put this in a room that was a bit more chaotic, and had like walls and stuff around, the fade effect would look even cooler. Let's just try that out. It's very dangerous here, by the way. I got a record just a moment ago. Pretty happy about that. All right, so now, oh, what happened there? Aha! So you can see the fade effect on the blocks on the side there. Looks pretty nice, I think. So one downside about this design is we had to make a sacrifice. Instead of, I'll show you that too. Instead of 13 lamps, we're doing 9 now. And it's almost not noticeable. trying to make an episode here, buddy. Get out of my face. I better eat something here quick. If you're wondering why I have the pumpkin pie, it's because I did the trading with that farmer villager from our pumpkin farm. And had to buy some pumpkin pie off of him to unlock the trades. But yeah, one downside is because we're using 9 lamps, we had to sacrifice a little bit of the fade. So when it gets down to near totally faded out, you see it just kind of disappeared there. It didn't fade all the way down. It's almost not noticeable though, so I think it's okay. But let's go check this out. So you weren't here a moment ago. So it's basically the same thing as we did before with the hoppers, except we're using droppers now. And these are full of swords. So had to do like a zigzag pattern here with the redstone. So whenever one sword goes into here, one lamp turns on because of this pattern. Because sometimes the redstone signal extends by 2 or 3. And this is a pattern that works. I just came up with this. I've done this before, but my old method of this didn't work in this case because we have the clay blocks above here, so I had to come up with a different pattern, and this seems to work. And one other thing about this is we have a clock running here. I cheated a little bit. I turned the sound down. What we got to do is have some way of shutting this off in the final version of this, so when this dropper is full or empty, then we want to tell this clock to shut off, I think. And then when we step on the pressure plate or flip a lever, we want it to turn on again, and also control this piston. You'll notice it doesn't make any noise while it's fading in or out. So if we can just shut it off when we don't need it to be running, then it will be nice and smooth. Another cool thing about this, because we're using a comparator clock, one way we can affect the amount of time it takes is by just adjusting these repeaters here. So if we wanted to like fade in quicker than it fades out, for example, we could set one of these to 2 and the other one to 1. And I think I broke this actually. Let's go back up here. I think. Oh dear. We're fine. Wow, it really filled up in here. Oh, you'll notice I did not scream like a girl there. I said, oh dear. I'm getting better. Oh, it's gonna blow up too. Okay, I think I should actually like go into CTM mode here for a second. Oh man. Oh, I did do it. I knew it was gonna happen. Ah. Seriously, cat. I think he survives if he takes fall damage, right? Oh, he just came back up here. Oh, yeah, in recent versions of Minecraft, mobs can shoot through corners again. That's kind of annoying. Or zombies can get you through corners. I guess, I think I do have a way of getting down. Over here, yeah. It's not the first time it's happened. I'm going to try to get through here. Oh, I missed. Oh, he's got my stuff. No! Oh, that was a strong hit. I died. Okay, we got ourselves a boss monster to fight here. I'm gonna have to get geared up, I guess. Hey, don't you do it! All right, we got the boss monster. Got my gear back. Try to drop anything non-essential here. Oh, pistons! I want those back. Actually, tell you what, let's block this. Because we could have another accident here otherwise. Okay, so we're back to business here. The nice thing about this design that I wanted to show you, just by changing those repeaters, we can easily adjust the time it takes to fade in and out. So this is with the fade in at 1 and the fade out at 2. You see it's twice as slow to fade out as to fade in. So you can control it really easily just by changing those repeaters. Alright everybody, so let's take a little break from that, and we're going to do a follow-up on last episode. So you remember I was having a lot of trouble with the minecarts. Some of them were moving faster than others, and I did some tests. I could not figure out why. I thought it was because minecarts move faster when they have items inside, but when I tested it, they moved at the same speed. And you guys pointed out my test was flawed, because when I tried it, I had nothing but power rails. I didn't have any regular rails, and that sounds correct to me. So we're going to try it again here. 2 hopper minecarts. We're going to throw items in one of them. One of them we'll leave empty, and we'll see if they move at the same speed or not. I really messed this up, didn't I? Okay, we'll bridge the gap here, because we got to activate these at the same time. We'll put the lever like this. Okay, this should work. Okay, so right now they're moving at the same speed. But they should lose speed on the unpowered rails here, right? Once they get items. Was the theory, anyways. So we'll give it a bunch of items. And they're still going at the same... Yeah, they look neck and neck to me. Maybe we need a longer track. Okay, so that seems to be what it is, guys. These are both empty right now. We'll turn this on. They'll stay neck and neck. But we got rid of some of the power rails here, so they have a bigger opportunity to slow down, and it's when they're going slow that they start to drift apart here. So with just one item, can't really see much of a difference, right? So it's not like one item makes or breaks it. It's when it starts to get a bunch of items. You see they're starting to trail off a little bit. This one's slowing down. The one with the item slows down. And if we give it a lot of items, then there's a big change. See that? Aha, so we figured it out. Alright, anyways, that's not an issue anymore. I did redo the track since last episode, so we got this all finished. Got rid of all the T intersections, and it's one straight track all the way down now. So this should be good. Alright guys, we're going to check out something pretty trippy here. I just used a rocket down this tunnel over here. And it creates a really weird effect. It's kind of hard to fly down here, but if we can, let's get rid of the cursor too. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh, some of the chunks are disappearing. Isn't that weird? I don't know what it is. I guess it's a quick flash of stone that makes it really odd. I keep hitting my head on the top here too. Not a lot of leeway. Oh, that's my stop. Aha! This goes to the Guardian farm too now, by the way. I put in a little shortcut. Which we don't need to go to, but it's a way to get to the mushroom farm quickly. Yeah, so now that that track is done, I think we're going to do one more run through of the mushroom farm together here. Because I got the impression some of you might have been a little disappointed. Last episode, we didn't see the fully finished thing. Even though I thought we covered it pretty well. But, yeah, just to be sure here. So I'm going to try run through this pretty quick. Grow the mushrooms, then we chop them down. Just run along here. Both sides. Oh, I fall down again. I do that every time. Okay, so now that we chopped down the most of the mushroom, we got to get the stalks. I think it was this button, right? We just press that once, then I run down the middle here, take out the middle stalks. Alright, this looked pretty good. I didn't see any problems. I'm going to throw a couple tracks on the ground here too. That'll play an importance later here. But now that we got them all chopped down, we got to really hurry here. Get the water streams running. Which will push them all the blocks to the middles, down the hole. And then we got to pick it up with our newly made minecart track. So that was over here. Press a button. They should run down and hopefully not collide with each other this time. After the change. It didn't work. No, are you serious? Did I break the redstone somewhere? What's going on? I did do something weird here, but I didn't think it would be a problem. Oh! Okay. I accidentally broke the redstone line at some point and changed it. I didn't think it would matter. Okay, so these are running down. They're picking up the mushroom blocks through the ground. Looks like... Hopefully they are. Anyways, let's just double check here. We'll run ahead. This one should have some in by now. No? If we can catch up to this one, it should have in now. Yeah, okay, so it did get some. Whew. Alright. Run down the line here. So then they returned back to the Pez dispenser stack and unload. I think they all finished. I made one change here since last episode as well. So they're unloading here. I added in a item filter. So I was worried, like if those power rails land on the ground there, or zombie flesh or bones or something, it would end up in our storage chest there, go to our furnaces, and then clog our furnaces. So I decided to separate the garbage. So that power rails should end up in this garbage chest instead of in our storage chest here now. But yeah, this will fill up with mushrooms, and then that should head off once it's totally full to the super smelter down the track here. Okay, it looks like it's just about done unloading here. I left it for a while. Okay, just finished. I'm going to throw in some redstone torches here too, just to show you the garbage filter. So if we go down again, they ended up in here, as well as our power rails, and I guess there was a mushroom somewhere on the track. So if all those items went into the storage minecart here, they would have clogged the furnaces. So now we have a safety net for that, so that's good. From one harvest, this is how many mushroom blocks we got. Not quite a full minecart chest here, but just about. These other ones I have in my inventory was from a previous chop down, so I'm going to put these in here just to make sure this works as well. We'll let those go in. So once this fills up, it should depart automatically on its own. Hopefully. There it goes. All right. And that's going to head off to the super smelter, so we'll go chase it. Awesome. So yeah, it looks like our unloader is working here as well. So the mushroom blocks are going into storage, into the fuel for the super smelter. I'm going to go ahead and just speed this up. I'm going to throw the mushrooms in manually. Most of them. We'll leave a few here. All right, put that in here. And probably do another full load. And I just want to make sure this departs when it runs out. So we'll speed it up here. Okay, last few. And there it goes. All right, so ready for the next cycle. So that is our mushroom farm pretty much all done, I would say. I heard that. Oh, it worked this time. Didn't work last time. I don't know why. Did it actually smelt them? It did not. I wish I could build something and it would just work afterwards, but it's like I break something or some little tiny thing happens and it breaks the whole thing. Why? So it definitely delivered the stuff, which means the stuff is probably waiting to be picked up somewhere here. And the other big thing is, like, if I leave something after I finish it, I don't remember how it works. So it's hard to fix it if something goes wrong. It's like the stuff got stuck in the furnace. I guess we'll check it. Oh, you can't... Wait. So I don't use andesite a lot. Do you not smelt it? Oh, you don't smelt it. Oh. Oh. Yep, looks like Detective Etho cracked another case, guys. I am on a roll today, I tell you what. Oh, man. Okay, so I do have a plan for the rest of this episode. We're going to get started on a project here. Where do I want to start it? I think that was the spot. This is that river, by the way. Remember a long time ago I dug this out connected the river all the way, so this is like an area we started but never did anything with. I would like to eventually maybe branch out this way. Got our home sweet home here. I don't know how many of you remember that. So yeah, we're going to start another project in this vicinity. On the riverbank here, I think. Right over here. So the plan is to take advantage of that fade lighting idea. I want to actually use it in a build, right? I was trying to think what we could do, and then I remembered we never really did anything with the dragon egg in our world here. So we're going to make kind of like a trophy room, I guess, for the dragon egg. And I guess we'll start it here. So our goal is to make like a cool room. We want it to have a lot of atmosphere and feel epic and that kind of stuff. We're not really going for functionality with this. It's just for like show, more so. And I did a little bit of building in creative already. You remember on Minecraft the cobblestone T-Rex? I wanted to see if I could do that with the dragon head. And it's a little bit goofy, you'll see it, but I think it's good enough. Yeah, so we're just going to try and get the entrance done for today, guys. This is going to be like a 2-3 episode project, if I was to guess. And of course, I always lowball, so it's probably going to be more. But yeah, just baby steps here. So we have a double arch. Amazing, right? Horizontal arch meets vertical arch. I'm very creative. This is like the frame to our entrance. The statue we're building is 3 blocks wide, so I want to put that in the middle here. And then we're going to have a staircase to go down into the trophy room. Alright, that's my plan. And I think we will do a mix of cobble and stone brick stairs here. Do the line down the middle. And I want the statue to be a little bit lower than the ground level here, because I noticed it didn't look too good when you look straight on at it. I think what we'll do is go down here as well. And we'll hollow this out and do something like this. We'll create like a second level down here. I think would look cool. Yeah, we'll do it like that. It'll meet up with the arch here. Let's put another block over here. This will all be grass. Make it blend in with the nature. And then maybe we'll do another arch. Another horizontal arch here. And this will meet up with the statue. And this will keep going down. Yeah, I think this is about the shape we're going to go for. I think this is good. We're not going to do an arch with this andesite. It's probably just going to be a rectangle. But I threw in an arch over there, and it's going to go up into like a dome shape. I think will be cool. The reason we're using clay might be a little bit of an odd choice, maybe, but I think it's a good idea because it goes well with gray stone, which we have a lot of here. And if we didn't do this, it would be a very gray build. Because the statue is going to be gray here. It's going to be made out of cobblestone. And with this as the backdrop, I think it'll make the statue stand out more because you'll be able to see it against the different colored backdrop that way. Okay, so we have our eggshell entrance framework or whatever built. I don't know what you would call it. I built a base for the statue here. Maybe we'll try to improve this a little bit more. It's pretty plain right now. And then on top is going to be the head. Then we have our staircase to go down here. This is going to lead most likely to a long hallway with lighting in as well. Fade lighting. And then at the end of the hallway there'll be a room with the dragon egg in. And probably some more lighting and stuff is the plan. And you can see over here, behind the statue, we're going to put in fade lighting too. And hopefully make the head glow in different ways. We'll see. We'll have to get into that next episode, though, because we probably don't have time today. But, yeah, let's see if I can build the head on camera here. I tried to memorize it, because I built in Creative already. I'll see if I can show you how to do it. Not that you probably want to copy it. It doesn't look like it doesn't look super good or anything. It's the best I could do, though. So this is what we're trying to build, right? I already forgot. I think then we go stairs facing this way for the eyes. And over here. Okay, and then for the top of the head, I think it's the slabs, if I remember right. Or no, I think it stairs this way. Stairs this way. Oh. Yeah. I do have dual monitors, but I never use them. I got like a free monitor when I bought my computer, but it's not very good. So I don't like using it. Like the color and stuff on it's not good at all. So behind the eyes here, we're going to put some magenta glass. So they'll have that glossy look to them, you know. Between the eyes, I think we go just cobblestone. And then this is our mouth. The mouth, I think... Ooh, that's scary. I think we just make this come out. 1, 2, 3, possibly? It's almost like an alligator. Maybe not 3. Like, it does have a pretty long mouth, right? I don't think it's 3. I think it's 2. Okay. And also, this dragon head doesn't have it, but I think some dragons have a mane sort of thing, or I don't know what you'd call it, crest. Kind of like lizards, some lizards have. So I decided to put that on the statue too, to hide the glass blocks here. So kind of just like that. And do it on the other side. And then on the top, there's going to be some fences, some cobblestone fences for the horns. Okay. Building statues with Etho. Isn't this great? That's pretty close. I think that's about right. Okay, we'll get some walls here. They're not actually called fences. This surprised me. They're called walls. I've always called them cobblestone fences. And then I searched for it today. It's like, wait a minute. Why can't I find it? Okay. This goes like that. Put the fences on top, walls on top. And finish it off like that. I think that's right. Okay, let's double check here. Yeah, so that's our dragon head, guys. I don't know. Let me know if I can improve it anyway. But that's what we're going to go for today anyways. And I think we will try to improve this a little bit. Let's stagger it. So we'll do it like that. Bulk it up in the front, give it more of a 3D look. And like that, maybe. Sure. Put one more slab here. Yeah. Alright, kind of a view from a distance here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. What do you guys think? You think it's okay? Should I change it in any way? And do you have any ideas for the next part of this, the hallway and stuff? Let me know in the comments. Should we keep the shoulder mounts also? I tried them out here. I kind of like them, but they also take your focus away from the statue, right? I don't know. They're kind of fun, though. So we're going to try work on this again next episode, but we're going to wrap up for today. So here is the comment I picked out. Kind of an interesting one. It says, "Hey, Etho. I was wondering if you could ever give us a small overview of your viewer demographics, just as a curiosity. I think it would be interesting to see. For example, you could tell us from which countries people watch." So I think I am allowed to share that information. Certain things you can't share about your YouTube stuff, but I think that's safe. So we're going to check it out here, and it's actually a little interesting. So from ages 13 to 17, we have 7.4% viewership. 18 to 24 is 36, and the winner is 25 to 34, 37%. Then it trails off. 35 to 44 is 12. 45 to 54 is 5%, and then any older than that's 2.5% of the viewership. Countries, USA is at 49%. Then UK, 9.3. Canada, my homeland, only 8.8. Australia, 4.5. Netherlands, do they speak English there? I think they do, right? A little bit. 3.2, and Germany, 2.5. So U.S. by a long shot, and then there's like a bajillion other countries too, which small percentages in each of them. Aha. Anyways, thank you for that question, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for watching, as always. I will see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.